deep in the Virginia woods. These are preparations for a new American battleground. People ready, they say, to fight if Donald Trump goes down.
Because there's a lot of patriots that love that man, including myself.
John won't give his last name, but he's free with his opinions. He says America could be on the point of a second civil war.
If they try to steal the election from Donald Trump, that's going to be basically the trigger point.
He's preparing a fleet of off-road vehicles.
There's some thoughts about possibly mounting a gun on this.
Do you ever see the movie Mad Max?
Oh yeah, my favorite.
But this is no entertainment. In a series of safes, John has an Aladdin's cave of military-style weapons.
You've got a lot of semi-automatics.
Among the least of the weaponry is a style rifle, standard issue for Australian troops. The FBI says applications for federal firearms background checks are running at record levels, more than 30 million Americans so far this year, and the run on ammunition is so strong that where shops still have bullets, they're rationing them. The NRA gun lobby jokes on Twitter that gun owners dance like Donald Trump when gun stores get new supplies. But John has been stockpiling for 20 years.
If there's ever a need that fellow patriots need ammunition, I have it.
He'll supply guns as well, he says, to patriots willing to take on
anyone that tries to destroy the Constitution and our rights. That's who.
And who do you think that might be?
Right now, looks like the left and the liberals.
And he says they will be easy meat.
We have a big head start on somebody who's just getting into the field.
Intriguingly, John says he voted for Barack Obama in 2008, but those sympathies are long gone.
Complete with a Confederate flag?
Sure. The American flag is being washed right now. It got dirty.
John's 17-year-old son Sam is convinced Trump will not stand down if he loses the vote.
I think if it's rigged, he's not going to step down, and I don't think people are going to put up with it if they force him to.
Trump patriots are ready. Hugh Remington for 10 News First, Shenandoah, Virginia.
Y'all, I don't know what's going on, but for some reason, China Joe is gaining on our president. I mean, maybe if there were like 230,000 extra people alive to vote, then Trump would be winning. I don't know. But I can tell you what, this is rigged as hell. I mean, I just heard that President Putin wants to put sanctions on us if we don't have a free and fair election. So even he knows that something fishy's going on here. And my mama, she wrote on Facebook that they printed off some Biden votes from Hillary's emails and Hunter's laptop. Look, I am begging y'all, stop the count in Pennsylvania, but keep counting Arizona. It's the only fair way to do this. And if your mail-in vote was marked canceled because you tried to vote twice and you went there in person, then you're my hero. You are a patriot. You are fighting for this country.
You can join in if you want to. I was Shalom. First and foremost, like all praises and highest honors to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Makakwadash, double honors to the apostle elders of great millstone who rule well. Salutations to the brothers that preach, teach, and prophesy His word, putting your lives on the line. For the elect, it's Brother Ariaga from the Rapids, Michigan camp, coming at you in another interesting video. This one in general. You saw those two videos, alright? Got these individuals ready for war, okay? And we've been saying that for years, that there's a civil war coming to America. And this is basically everything that's basically brought it about, okay? These last days, these couple of events that have been taking place with the whole vote scandals and, you know, Trump going back and suing Michigan. And we're in Michigan right now, so Michigan has been a real hot spot in all of these things, man. It's crazy, right? So these individuals are getting ready. They're ready to make it happen, bro. They ready to make it happen, Captain, like some Captain Crunch shit. All right. So let me pull up another video and then we're gonna get straight into this. Like I said, this election is far from over. President Trump refuses to concede. All right. So hold on. All Alright, so check this out right here, then we're going to come back with some scriptures.
There's a run on guns in Michigan.
Really nice. I like it.
And many are first-time buyers. They've gone back to the classroom to learn and into the shooting ranges because of fears of civil unrest.
Amen! Fire! And they come in and they don't even know the process. They don't even know what they have to do. All they know is they want to buy a gun. And I'm fielding over 100 phone calls a day for that too.
And some believe the bigger, the better. Others want guns they can hide in their handbags. They're from all political sides and all driven by fear.
People are doing things that we've never even thought about doing before. Taking it to limits that we never thought about going before.
It's almost like a deterrent more than anything else. My goal is to never ever have to use it.
Anything can happen, so you just want to be as best prepared. We're going grocery shopping after this. Stock up the cupboards. Stock up the cupboards.
Stockpiling food.
Well, not stockpiling, but just being comfortable just in case.
They've been dropping off their early votes amidst a legal battle about allowing guns at the polls on election day.
My concern is for our seniors who are going to come out to vote on the 3rd and have to worry about seeing a bunch of people outside with guns.
Get out and vote!
And this in a swing state where the FBI discovered a plot to kidnap the governor over her lockdown measures and where multiple militia are active.
Oh, it's horrible. That's got to stop. These militiamen, they're radicals, They consider them domestic terrorists, and they should be jailed. I hope we can catch them and put them in jail.
Whatever the election day outcome, America has a terror problem.
That toxic view of politics has been imported to our state.
And it's homegrown.
There's a ladder of escalation that, frankly, as a former CIA officer, I used to watch in terrorist groups abroad. How does a young man in the middle of Iraq go from being, a shopkeeper to a terrorist? Well, there's a ladder of escalation, and I never thought that I would be using those skills to watch extremism in my own country.
And there are multiple armed groups. Take the Boogaloo Boys, highly suspicious of the authorities and the media, but who agreed to meet us in North Michigan. They say they're not supremacists, just fighting government tyranny. But in the last few weeks, they're among several outfits purged from social media as part of a crackdown on militarized groups. We watched them preparing, they said, for civil war. Several Boogaloos have been arrested across a string of states accused of plotting violent attacks. But these men insist they're defenders of rights, including the right to bear arms.
As soon as we started coming to the public light, we were labeled immediately as terrorists, as right-wingers, as even racists.
Part of that also has to deal with the fact that if you don't agree to their ideology, they're going to label whatever they want to label you.
Other people might sell freedom sword, but that's not going to be me. So.
And in reality, what does that mean? Taking on people, shooting people. What does that mean?
Possibly could. If it comes to that, that could be an outcome.
A sheriff is supposed to take a stand and say, "Not in my county," if a unconstitutional law goes forth, such as a lockdown or, gun confiscation or anything of that.
The election and the COVID restrictions have proved fertile ground for these militia to grow and recruit. The challenges they pose are going to be troubling America long after the polls close. Alex Crawford, Sky News in Michigan.
All right. And that's right here in Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Because Michigan has always been big on the militias that they have here. I've heard about Michigan militia, I think, probably damn near before I even got here. I'm not from Michigan, but, when I heard about that, I knew that this was going to definitely be a battleground because, that whole Governor Whitmer thing was proven to be a fucking hoax and some bullshit. But, that's all propaganda for this media. All right? And that's also pushing forward so they can get this whole martial law thing popping off. Because that's what they really want to do. Because they're going to use that to basically bring in that RFID microchip, which is AKA the mark of the beast. So you thinking, oh, well, the country's changed. We good now. Big Biden with his pedophile ass is up in there. Good. Old Smoking Joe. No. It's just the beginning. This is the precipice because remember, he's not the president until he gets sworn in. Till then, all presidential powers still are on Trump's hands and in the Republicans' hands. Alright, so before you get excited, they can have a call emergency shutdown of the United States again. Alright? And all of that bullshit will be thrown out the window. That's all they really look forward to doing. Okay? What is this? Oh shit, this video. Well, nah, fuck that. Anyway, excuse my French, but yeah, President Trump is refusing to concede the election to Joe Biden, insisting this election is far from over. And he told you what he was going to do from the beginning. So this ain't nothing new. He said this shit a long months ago. Alright, so you acting like you're brand new to the situation, then you must have been somewhere underneath a rock or something. Because you already let cats know how he get down. And he's been showing you that from the beginning. So if you thought that this was going to be something fair, this shit ain't never been fair from the conception of this country. So get that shit out your head, man. Alright? Let's go into some scriptures, bruh.
I got one real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
Alright, this is the book of 2nd Ezra 16 and 70. It reads, "For there shall be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Thou shalt be
No, you're right.
Thou shalt be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord." I think it's another verse. "For they that waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire."
Well, he said an insurrection against those that basically believe in the Lord, man.
Yeah, and I looked up that word insurrection. Basically, what it goes into as a people who are against the authority at that particular kingdom. If you will.
Don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, don't.
Excuse me. Go ahead.
But let me get the specific definition.
Right.
Just for edification.
Right. Because, hey, man, you believe in the Heavenly Father and His Son, and you for real about what you're saying. You know, they will outlaw the Bible and put all of those in they put all of the Bible thumpers, as they call them, and the anti-vaxxers, and they put them all into one category. It's terrorists.
Kooks, conspiracy theories, all of that.
Gun.
We doing that?
Just mess around. But yeah, that's basically. Oh, did you find it?
Oh yeah, insurrection, a practice or arrangement by which a company or government agency provides a guarantee of compensation for suspected loss, damage, illness, or death in return for payment of a premium. Second one is a thing providing protection against a possible eventuality. But you know,
damn, certain protection. That's why they've been buying them guns.
Yeah.
You know, them guns been selling out. These cats is for the eventuality of this violence that they've been basically perceiving.
And so-called Esau, so-called white man, and these heathens have became more spiritual than the Israelites, than our people. Because how is that? Because they are seeing the times that are coming. You know, how the scriptures say, can you discern these times? You know, basically measure the times. But our enemies, Esau, he can see the things that are down the pipe. Our people are still voting and thinking that things will go back to normal after an election. But when you weigh out the options, it's not going to be so.
Right.
Cause Donald Trump, who was he for? He's for disenfranchised Edomites.
Right.
Who they feel like they've been given the short end of the stick. So now they feel what? We got Trump in office, we can regain our America back. We can make it better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's real. And now that they actually out here doing it, you know, because all of this used to be talk, even before Trump got into office. Right? All of this used to be talk. Now it's action. Now things are unfolding. And like I said, from the apostle, elders, great millstone all the way down, at least I can speak clearly for the men of great millstone since 2007. And even before that, 2007 when it got popular on the internet, been out here pushing this word and telling you what's going to happen, and it's happening now. So why wouldn't that take place too? Why would it be so far-fetched for those things to come into being?
Can I get appreciate real quick? Because dude, that Jake said, oh, we want to go to the polls and feel like we feel safe, not feel like there's guns that's around and we feel uncomfortable.
That peace and safety.
God, this is Nahum 3:1. Woe unto the bloody city, it is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departed not. And then it goes into basically, the whoredoms and the witchcrafts. But that bloody city, you have to understand and remember, how did this place get established?
Right.
How did this place become the quote unquote great country or greatest kingdom ever?
Off the backs of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and natives.
Yeah. And there was plenty of bloodshed. There was plenty of violent acts. And the blood was spilled.
Yes, it was.
And so they did that through what? The weapons, through their weaponry. So you think a person who believes in their weapons so much are just going to forsake their blessing?
Right.
No, they're going to...
they're going to embrace that shit.
Yeah. They're going to enhance their blessing. They're going to make their blessing work in their favor. Right. By what? Buying guns, carrying these guns.
Right.
That's even in their constitution that they can carry their guns.
Right. You niggas is out here. They got an all-time high because they've been having the fraudulent loans and stuff from these Trump loans. And niggas at the all-time line, because I all-time high. Cause I've been looking at my little Vlad interviews, right? And it was like him and Bosco 100 was talking, and basically in the hood, he's like, his jewelry said where cats used to come spend $1,200 with me. He said they coming in spend $15,000, $16,000 because these niggas are getting these loans, whether they got them legitimately or fraudulently for these Trump business loans, and they've been spending their money on jewelry. It's how dumb you niggas are,
man.
An
SBA meaning like a small business loan.
Right.
So you can say, look, my business took a hit during COVID,
right?
And we need a loan to help us surface and get back to making profit. Yep. And then you can create a little bullshit. What do you call it? The LLC or whatever.
Yeah, the LLC. Right.
And act like you getting mail to this business or everything. Yep. But you're fraud. You're committing fraud.
And look, them damn devils is gonna catch up with your ass. You doing that bullshit, the government is gonna catch up with you. But you niggas is too dumb to realize that. You just like, hey, I see this money, I got over on them. You niggas don't think ahead. You don't think about what's about to happen. Right. You live in the moment. And right now, y'all living so in the moment, like I said, they spending double on jewelry now. I see niggas that ain't shit, never had shit, riding in Mercedes Benz and shit, bro. Clean. These devils, they're actually taking their time. They're taking this goddamn shit serious because they've been waiting for this. They've been stockpiling and waiting for this. Though we know that the Heavenly Father, the scriptures also go into, them stockpiling those for the righteous. Yeah. Nonetheless, it shows you the mind state of you Negroes, Latinos, and natives, and Edomites and these other nations in this country.
And because, and subconsciously, you Negroes and Latinos, y'all think with that election win under Biden, you can continue with your, your daily lives, your wickedness, and it won't be contested or changed like it would. It might be changed under a Trump administration. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all so like, oh, we gotta get this guy out of here. with that hatred, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, you fail to realize that, and really, you should realize it because they'll tell you, like they'll tell you what they're gonna do.
That's
before
it.
they do it, like
that's it, right in your face.
Yeah.
They'll tell you right in your face.
And it ain't good for you. It's not for your betterment. It's
right.
For your destruction.
You got these niggas' eyes wide over that Trump Platinum plan and all this other shit. All that shit is a joke. Those are disarming words to get you to let your guard down so they can do whatever the fuck they want to do to you. So it's Exodus 23:7. Keep thee far from a false matter, and the innocent and the righteous slay thou not. For I will not justify the wicked. What you think the wicked is gonna do? What do you think that insurrection of men is gonna be? You're gonna have people that ain't got shit to do with shit. They just in their households trying to basically get through these hard times that's coming. Hey, you're gonna have people running into their houses to take their goods and spoil them. And they're not gonna spare their lives. You're gonna have a lot of niggas, hey, I gotta feed my family. That's not justifying shit. You have faith in the Lord to feed your family. You don't go in and start your next door neighbor you've been cool with 20 years. You go in and split all his children's wigs, rape his wife and shit, and then to justify it, my bad dog, man, I gotta feed my family, we gotta eat, and then slit his throat. You know what I'm saying? No, bro. Yeah. That's wicked as fuck. And that's something that Edom, the so-called white man, loves doing, man. They'll do it to their own. They start, Bone Quisha and Tyrone didn't start World War I, II, III, or any of these international conflicts. Yeah. They talk about, well, you guys kill each other all the time. Y'all go to war with each other. All right, with continents, whole continents going against each other. Yeah. That ain't have shit to do with Jamel. You know what I'm saying? What is it? Welfare Queen, Madden King. Yeah. That didn't have shit to do with them. That had something to do with the way this country is run.
Pookie Ray Ray.
Right.
Pookie Ray Ray now.
Right.
Mark Quavy.
Got shit to do, nothing shit to do with Pookie Ray Ray and them. It don't.
Yeah, they do it at a small scale, but
right.
We've seen the magnitude of the destruction that Esau causes.
Historically.
Yeah. You know, historically across the world, and it's about time up for that. You know.
Done. Cause ain't nobody falling for that shit no more. These other nations ain't. Jake ain't. Look at all of these things that they got going on around the whole world with them marching against wearing masks and stuff like that. These Edomites ain't with that shit. You niggas, all these niggas do though. They get a new customized mask with some bling on it and all of that other shit. That's how vain you are.
Louis mask.
That's it. The Louis and the Gucci mask, the Coach mask. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being like, hey, you marching in the streets and protesting, but you also rioting and using that as a reason to riot. Utilize anarchy as your means of, because this nigga over here got shot. The Most High made that man get blasted. You missing the bigger picture. You paying attention to some bullshit, right? Yeah. While the real shit popping off. But these Edomites all around the world know it, in Germany and France.
Yeah, they're the Edomites across the pond, in like England. They pretty much know that there's being power that's being taken advantage of, a power grab.
That's it.
You know, they're overstepping their boundaries, if you will.
That's it.
You know, and but of course they can't do the things that they do in America. If those people in over there did what they did in America, they'll kill them. Yeah. But it's still the fact that they're upset, because you should be upset.
Right. Not to mention, their countries don't have guns. The citizens aren't allowed to have guns. The only thing guns they're allowed to have is hunting rifles with the 2 buckshots. You know, some old ass Edomite somewhere watching over his sheep and shit, shooting at wolves and shit. Yeah. That's the only rifles you can. That's the only guns you can have. Over here in America, you can print out your own guns. And see, this is why it's gonna be a civil war in America, because them Americans can stand a little bit of a chance, but it's not gonna be major because they got drones, they got robots, they got all kind of things waiting to unfold on these Americans, patriots, you know, and they will see them destroyed. It's not a movement that they can win. Yet they're going to get it started for a minute though with all this ammunitions and weapons, but in the end it's going to fail. Let's see. Hold on just a second. Isaiah 19:3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fall in the midst thereof. This is spiritual Sodom and Egypt according to Revelation. And it says, and I will destroy the counsels thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. And hey, like I said, up the street from me, I got a palm reader. I see a palm reader store, or shop, or whatever. And they've been having a little traffic. You know, usually and shit ain't, hey, they didn't have no traffic, but now these devils are scared. They want answers, so they go into these wizards and soothsayers. You got niggas reading they horoscopes and shit. You know, your horoscope didn't tell your ass, or that palm reader or that psychic didn't tell y'all motherfuckers none of this was finna happen. And there'll be a pandemic and all this bullshit because it's all BS. But we've been telling you through the Spirit of the Lord all of this shit before it even got, years before it got here. It says, and the Egyptians... hold up. Yep. Isaiah 19:4. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them. Saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the power of hosts. It says the city, and that's what's gonna happen, man.
Well, if I can mention that, you got just openly Satan worshipers, devil worshipers,
especially here in Lansing, Michigan was the first place that set up that Baphomet statue. Yeah, come. You're right with that.
You got that coming out. Like, you see them in the streets now, you know, just burning Bibles. And
yep.
They're the so-called these witches. They're taking credit for Trump getting COVID and shit.
Yep. We put
nuances on Trump, and he got COVID. See how our magic working? You know.
Goofy shit. It must not have been working too good because the niggas just fine.
You have that at a high level, but that's showing you that the Lord's given a separation.
Right.
The Lord's given that separation. You know, if you're not if you're not choosing a side, He's gonna give you over to the side.
Right. Right. He's gonna give you over into that madness, man. And I don't blame these niggas for being all emotional and caught up in this bullshit. You want to know why? What is that in Ecclesiasticus, the 10th chapter, in the Apocrypha? It says that as the people, so as the rulers, so are the people.
Yeah.
So they just like they president, and it only makes sense, or that not just like Trump, but I mean in general, like the politics that run this country. Yeah, I had it right too. This company. All right, because you got the United States, and then you got the United States of America. The United States is just a brand, a label.
Yeah.
That's why you see hats, shirts sold with that seal, you know, and now they started to put that seal on Nipsey Hussle shit at his marathon store. Now they got the police seals on his shit, getting you niggas accustomed to seeing that, making you part of that wave, you know.
And really, to be a lover of America, you're a racist. You're a racist. You're an idolater. You're a witch. You're a warlock. Just for
you're a nigga. You're a hoe.
Yeah. Just for mentioning that you love the United States of America, that comes with a spirit.
That's it. That's true.
You know, so
that means you're trying to pull on this place and you're going against prophecy.
Yeah, and this place is known as Babylon, the mother of all harlots, is considered the daughter of Babylon.
Right.
Babylon means confusion.
Right.
You know, the place where is the most anti-Messiah things go on here.
That's it.
You know.
That's true. This place is basically the hub of wickedness. That's why it called spiritual Sodom in Egypt. But this place is so wicked. It's like Sodom, Egypt, the surrounding cities of Sodom, Roman Empire, Greece, Constantinople, all of these different kingdoms rolled up into one. and then take the customs of all those different nations and tie it up into this one place.
Yeah.
And that cruel Lord, it says, and the Egyptians will I give over to the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them. All right, because we're going into this final phase of Agenda 21 and 22. And that final phase, that's it, the Great Reset. And all these things combined together so they can bring about this new world order. So don't be surprised. They also had something floating around from the elites that they wanted to take Biden out the way and give it to Camilla. Something maybe like scenario, something happened to Biden. Camilla had to take it up because, Biden all old as fuck and shit. And Camilla take it up. And then Camilla tried to ease it into the hands of Obese because they're trying to make him the head of the United Nations. So that'd be funny. That'd be funny as hell. I ain't gonna hold you up. That'd be hilarious as hell.
Well, they'll have that old Edomite bitch, Nancy Pelosi.
Oh,
give
God.
it to her or something, just for a time being. Because
that's who
gets it. Yeah, that's who gets it if they can't pretty much decide until January.
God.
She's up in state, and that these people tell you like, okay, I want to do this, that, and the third.
Right.
All you gotta do is listen to them.
Right. That's why we like to call her Yzma or Cruella de Vil. She looked like either one of them demonic hoes.
Precept.
Go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13 and verse 14, and it shall be as the chaste roe and a sheep that no man taketh up.
Oh, I love that scripture.
And they shall every man turn to his own people and flee every one into his own land.
Hey, so that's what's happening. It's not going to be, I have white friends and black friends. You see that social divide being brought right now, even before the elections. All this doing is being amplified because of the current situation. Go ahead.
And it says, and flee everyone to his own land, everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
Hey, they find you slipping, they going to run you through. There ain't going to be no more calling the police and looking for lawsuits and shit and suing cats. All of that is out the window. That's not coming. That's not happening no more, bro.
It's funny because all the Black Lives Matter, when they say that police...
No.
Saying, the people who get shot by the police, all the Jakes, all them Negroes got the police called on them by black people.
That's right. That's true.
The black mama or
That's true.
Somebody in the neighborhood called it on them.
That's true.
And that's what happened to them.
Right.
I just show you the hypocrisy. But it say everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So if you're found joined on to this place, and if you're joined hip to hip, or your mindset is with this place not going down, because the Jake will say, look, I'm going down with the ship. I'm going down with the ship.
Right.
I'd rather have the pilot. I'd rather be on good standing with the pilot because he flying the plane. That's
it.
why I vote.
That's it. But the fucking plane is crashing.
Yeah.
What the fuck does that do? As a matter of fact, that pilot got a parachute. You don't, nigga.
Exactly.
You just going down with this bitch. And guess what? By the time you realize that you fucked up and that you've been fucked over, it's too late.
Yeah. While your face planted on the ground, face first.
Right.
And you looking there destitute. Hey, the Lord gonna have the spirit to come across you that, look, I totally messed up.
Yeah.
I totally, went off. And that's what it say. You're gonna have to know by death by pain.
You niggas gonna have your head down in the kingdom, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna be ashamed of your past atrocities that you're doing right now, and even in the past before this, man. You got anything else?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I have one. This is Psalm 62. I have 64 and 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. And because we're looking to have a protection when these things do happen, because we know we have forces that have come up against us in the flesh. We know we can't fight a fleshly battle. That's what King David he said hide me from that counsel of the wicked, because we know it's a counsel or an entity, the devils, are going to be coming against us, specifically the prophets. So we're going to be looking to have a hedge of protection in that day, and that's what we do now. We keep the faith and keep doing the work to be covered in that time. Because the scriptures say we're living in perilous times, so if we're not covered, we know that we can be touched by that. Because all these militias and everything, that's just Esau getting his rocks off on you Israelites, on you niggas, man. He'll love killing y'all, and don't give a crap about it.
Well, the devil say, "I got this rifle, but I hope I don't have to use it." Shut the fuck up. You look forward to using it. I don't blame you. 2/3 of my people ain't shit. I'd be ready to go ahead and do it too. You know, Isaiah 65 tell you that, when all those, basically them 2/3 of our people going hungry, that the Lord's elect shall eat, shall drink. All right. So this is what we've been doing it for, again, called fools and all these other derogatory terms. We've been doing it for the crown, and we also been doing it for the time for our salvation in the times to come, man.
Yeah, because you're gonna see Gretchen Whitmer. She might really actually get kidnapped, in real life. So the scriptures say these things are gonna happen. No man should regard their king, or they should not regard their kings and princes. So they're gonna look at these officials and these lawmakers and look, y'all, Esau gonna get mad. He gonna be like, look, man, y'all gave up our country. Y'all forcing this chip on us. Y'all giving us these vaccines. We finna take y'all for ransom.
And when they in panic mode and all chaos is in hell breaking loose, they ain't gonna hear no reason. Okay, well, look, I didn't do it. I had to, bitch, This is what these Edomites is gonna do. And it's not gonna be niggas doing it, so don't try to say, they're trying to make plans. We ain't trying to do shit. Many are the plans of a man's heart, but the Lord will prevail. No, what we doing is telling you the motherfucking facts. You can do what you want to do with that. We don't care if you believe it or not. Who give a shit? But you can't say that you didn't know. So when your time comes, you can't act like you ain't have an understanding. The Lord told you to your face, like King Von's little nephew.
Damn.
Before he got his ass murked, you gonna get shot. That nigga last live stream. That's a whole nother video though. Anything else, son?
I ain't got nothing else.
Alright, and with that, we pray you were edified. Alright, it's about to go down. Alright, get prayed up, stayed up, and comprehend the times that we in. Until the next time, bid you shalom.